One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Louisville's offense will come out first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Moss. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And the story is going to be in this one, Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Punt near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Caught over the middle, it's Bauman. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They just keep firing. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
To the air on second down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And these are the plays that defenses talk about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play great job on second down and force the passing situation, now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Now, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield, it's Moss. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Leaves it with the running back. Spins away from the defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Moss. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Brown has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's why as a defense you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football. They're able to make a tackle.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's back. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Quickly out to the tight end. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Running it to the right. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Lacey. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Works the middle of the field. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's back. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Out of the gun to give to the back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got it behind the line. It's Bauman there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's back. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Daniels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Moss. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Puts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he can score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. A strike downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
You know, the corner route is definitely a timing route because you're pushing straight up the field to make it look like you're running a go, and then you break to the sideline. So quarterback and wide receiver really have to be on the same page with timing.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's back. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
Grab behind the line. It's Bauman. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To throw, it's back. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bauman. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. He leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the grab close to the logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, that D tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield. He was able to make the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's back. Here's a heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Canes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Give to Brown. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Moss. That's reeled in, it's Brown. That toe-tap catch had a little style, but not much substance on that.
No, the defense did a good job, too, using the sideline to their advantage. Using the sideline as a 12th man. There was nowhere for that receiver to go except get 1 foot down and get out.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. Turning it on. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Moss. The throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. He'll throw on third down. Got a man. It's Brown. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lacy. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
A pickup of 8. Second down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, it's back. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Punt is in the air. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Brown has it. And some room to work. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He'll go to the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
2nd down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Moss. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. They did just that.
And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Firing to the right, complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Flips it out on the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Using the quick game. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Caught behind the line. It's Bauman. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Moss. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man. It's Brown. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bowman. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The Canes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease. After putting up a 3-spot
set to go.
Set to kick off.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Dropping back, it's Moss. Makes the grab.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got a man, it's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. This running back got enough for the first down and wants more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Back to throw, it's Moss. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. On the run, it's Fletcher. What a move. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bauman. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, better look out. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's back. Turns it loose. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Now, a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Watson. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Moss. He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Trying play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th.
Beck's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards.
Set to kick this one away.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The give to the tailback. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, it's back. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And the Hurricanes are on the move. It's a draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Man, that's a really good stop by this defense. This is when you need it the most. You know they're running the football. You got to be physical. You got to get the ball back when you're trailing. Get the ball back to your offense. Nice stop on third down.
And the Canes decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Here comes the offense on second down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking for a man. It's Moss. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. First and goal from the 3. They want to throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
PAT unit on the field. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. And the returner goes down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
On first down from their own 22. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Moss. Pressure coming. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wide receiver going in motion. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Moss. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Watson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Lacey. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense.
Unleashes one deep. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
Defense.
What a big penalty at this juncture in the game. All locked up, and they get called for the pass interference. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one.